Hi, hello, and welcome to this particular video. So before I start, I would like to start with a positive quote. So let me bring you on my presentation screen for today. So the strongest force propelling the human progress has been the swift advance and wide diffusion of technology. Hi, my name is Vishal Jagdishan and I'm a robotics experiential specialist. I'm going to share you an interesting fact in this particular video which I came across while surfing through while I was preparing for this document. So the fact is, in the 19th century, that's between like 1800 to 1900, the human expectancy living age was averagely around 35 years of age, and the extreme poverty rate was around 94% of the global population. But today, in the present century, that's the 21st century, the human expectancy living age is around averaging 70 years, and the extreme poverty rate is less than 20% of the overall global population. And do you want to know the real reason behind this transition from 35 to 70 as an average expectancy living age, and the extreme poverty rate coming from 95% down to 20%? It's all because of the 4IR, right? So what is this 4IR all about? This is the world of fourth industrial revolution. We went through three industrial revolutions, which is the industrial revolution of invention of steam engine, and then the industrial revolution of electricity. Then we went to the industrial revolution of computing, and now we live in the world of industrial revolution of intelligence, right? And because of this, there's going to be, uh, as you said, the large number of expectancy rate has increased, and the poverty line also been decreased. So what this is really going to do is that there are more number of people who are going to come into competition to get jobs or to start an entrepreneurship career or focus on different aspects of the life. And what I really wanted to share with you today in this particular video is that the top six uh, uh, what do you call the top six technologies that is actually going to uh, excite you in the future. In fact, I would say that these are the top six technologies to watch out for in the age of the fourth industrial revolution, right? So what are these technologies? The first important and the most important technology is the driverless cars. Yes, the future is all about going to be cars without needing drivers. And again, I came some facts on this. According to the WHO, around like 1.2 million people die from car related injuries every year, right? And cars are the leading causes of death for people around the age group of 15 to 29 years, right? So if these driverless cars are about to come into existence, what are the real future facts which we can benefit from is that the first one is obviously the death rate is going to go down, right? The 1.2 million car related injuries death is going to be reduced as much as possible, right? And also the second thing is that the autonomous cars or the driverless cars are mostly going to be in a green energy. It's like more of going to be operated on electricity and solar based energy. So what is really going to happen is that your extinction of the fossil fuels uh, is not going to happen anymore, right? And they are going to build a system in such a way that the car doesn't have to be parked anywhere continuously. They are bringing on a system in such a way the electric cars or the driverless car systems will keep on moving uh, without needing a pause or a stop. So that's way you can save a lot of space in parking, right? And fewer human drivers are needed. The cars will be able to communicate with each other, right? And there will be no signs needed on the boards because the cars can actually predict and do it accordingly, right? So that's the first technology of the driverless cars, which is going to benefit the future. The second one is the clean energy. right? In fact, I would call this as the fighting global warming uh, way. But what has happened in the last few years is that fighting global warming is really not happening. There has been a lot of awareness campaigns being running, but to be straight to the face, global warming fighting is a failed initiative. So people are now coming up with alternative initiatives, and that's where this clean energy of using solar. And one of such initiatives is that which happened in India, right? Where in India, the Cochin, right, in 2015, they established their first airport in the world, which is like 100% solar, right? And the project cost was worth around like 9.6 million US dollars. And they established a solar unit which can produce 12 megawatts of power supply, right? And it was spread on an area of around 50 acres, I think so. Maybe I'm not pretty sure on that. You can check out the values, right? And this way, the entire world is shifting towards the clean energy as well. And second thing is that Tesla in US is installing EV charging units across the state of US, right? And you will find a lot of EV charging units in America. So soon he's going to push the introduction of EV cars in the country, and that's going to take a huge impact as well. And the third one is in Japan. If you see that the EV charging units are actually more than the gas stations. That's an interesting fact to come across. And the fourth one is in Germany, people are being paid to use the renewable energy because they have a huge amount of renewable energy being produced, and the government is paying the people to use that electricity. That's a different dilemma of process which is happening in the other countries, right? So that's all about the second technology which you need to be excited about. It's the clean energy, right? And the third one is the use of virtual reality and augmented reality. So what's all about this virtual reality and augmented reality and where it is going to be used is that if you really seen in the last 2 years, the investments of companies and corporates has been literally quadrant, right, in this particular field. If you see that this particular statistics which has started from the year 2011 till 2018, right, you would find that there is a huge spike. And what are the different industries people are using AR and VR, right? I would like to give you one example of where AR and VR can be used. For example, it can be used in the gaming field where you can use VR games as well as AR games. It can be used in the movie and television where the VR can be used to show movies in a 360 angle view where you will be present inside the movie, right? That's one possibility people are working across. And even multimedia posters. So if you just use your mobile phones or some scanning media to view their posters through camera, you can find the actual image popping up in the AR. Then in the field of real estate, in the field of education, in the field of communication, in the field of life, in the field of medical care, and in the field of industry. So all these are the different possible sample applications. It's not possible. Already people are working in this. Already organizations have invested crores of money, millions and dollars of money inside these particular applications of VR and AR. And there is a huge industry scoping up, right? So this is the third industry which I would like to show you and showcase you. And the fourth one is the drones. So speaking about drones, what I wanted to share you with is a video from the Amazon themselves. So here is this special video which I wanted to share with you, and let me play that video. This is a video which is by Amazon, right? That they have what are the products? even lot many more companies are actually ready, like Swiggy, right? They are also ready with their drone delivery system, right? And we also have like what do you call health industry, which is going to use these drones to deliver medicines and pharmaceuticals. They're also planning a huge scope of industry in the field of health. So that's coming up with the drone system, right? And the next one is the field of artificial intelligence, right? And when it comes to artificial intelligence, this artificial intelligence has applications in each and every industry you can mention, right? Be it fun, be it entertainment, be it music, be it movie industry, be it construction industry, be it medical, whichever the industry you name, AI has its own impact. And one projection which you are currently using and the world is trending about today in India is the use of the face app, right? It's an AI based app which detects your face, adjusts the face modifications, and bring out the artificial intelligence concepts based on that, right? And that's one important application of AI. And finally, the sixth tech which I wanted to speak about is the Agritech, technology in the industry of agriculture. Today, the real problem is that uh, there is a depletion of farmlands and waters, right? There is a huge depletion of farmlands and waters to do agriculture. And one interesting fact I came across is that to produce 500 grams of beef, right? It's like half a kg. You require 1,800 gallons, which is like almost 6,810 liters of water, right? And also you require 3 kilograms of grains for feeding, right? And you also need 16.4 kilograms of grass for feeding, and you also need and they to grow those grass and to grow those feed, there's an additional amount of water required that's not calculated here, right? And 70.5 liters of additional water for drinking and processing. So almost like it's estimated to be like 7,500 liters of water, and one what do you call to produce just a half a gram or half a kilogram of beef. That's something huge, right? So imagine how much of chicken or how much of uh, the non-vegetarian items you consume, and how much the McDonald's, the KFC, and the huge brands have been producing and consuming water on a daily basis. And that's where people have already started working in this agri-tech business. And here they come with an super idea. This is one company known as Impossible Foods. You can go to the Google and find this company known as Impossible Foods, where they have created out a substitute element for uh, what you call meat. And this meat is actually made up of plants, but it tastes and feels as if though it's a meat. That's something mind blown, right? So when I just browsed through and found about this company on internet, I was really surprised to see the amount of technological development which is happening in this industry, right? And there are people who are also working on some alternatives for eggs as well as for milk, and they are coming up with much more nutritious product. See, this is completely made up out of plant, but it tastes and feels like a mutton or a meal, right? So which means that you're going to have the same taste and feel, but still it is more nutritious than the actual beef you consume. Fine. And one more is that in the field of agriculture, this one is called as the vertical farming, where you can cultivate crops inside your factory or in your home or any kind of a sustainable environment which can be controlled, right? So all these are amazing, right? So these are the six technology which I really wanted to share with you today, right? So on a short, let me recap on that. The first one is the driverless cars, where you can drive without any drivers. The second one, it's going to be the clean energy. Third one, the AR and the VR, right? And the fourth one being the artificial intelligence. And the fifth one is going to be like what it is. Okay, I missed out one thing. Yeah. So AR and VR, and then you had the drones. Yes, the fifth one is the drones. And finally, the sixth one, which you saw, is the Agritech, right? So this, I've just made the top six. There are a lot many more technologies which is coming about. And people, when they say the technology is going to take over, a lot of people are going to lose their jobs. But that's not the actual true fact. Whenever a revolution happened, and now we are processing through a revolution, it has always produced an increased demand of skilled force to do those jobs. And today in this technology world, yes, you need more people skilled with these technologies, which I mentioned, to change the future, to change the world, and create a better impact for the people in the society, right? And if you really wanted to be one person who would like to be impacting that particular area of technology, then it's very important that you need to upskill yourself. And here it is a better opportunity for you. If you really wanted to learn more about these technologies, and if you really wanted to be a part of the community which is aspiring to impact the future, here is a special invite for each and every one of you who's watching this video. What I would like to request you is go to the comment section wherever you are watching this video, either on my YouTube, either on my website, or either you are watching on my Facebook page. Just type the word invite. And what I'm going to do as a gift, as an offer to the society, is that I'm going to share you a personal invite to my Facebook VIP community group, right? It's a VIP group, but I'm not going to give you access for everybody, only for action takers who type comment invite inside the comment section, right? And I will give you that invite in private window to you so that you can become a part of that official group and start learning a step-by-step guidance where I'm going to personally help you in learning those technologies and implementing it one by one in your life. So if you really wanted to be a part of this group, very simple, just go to the comment section and type the word invite. So see you inside my community. Hope you would have all enjoyed this watching this particular video, and I would like to request you to share to each and every one of you who know that this video can make a huge impact in their life. So take this small step, feeling that this video can make a huge impact in their life. Share them these videos. We will see you in another interesting video inside my community. Until then, bye-bye, take care, and all the best.